Hi everyone, this is Justin from Bleacher Buzz. In a three-part series, we will be taking a look at the 2024 NBA Draft to predict which players will end up on which teams. So with that said, let's get started. And starting off with the Atlanta Hawks, we have them selecting Alex Sarr. Over the span of 39 games, this 7-foot center amassed a low turnover rate with some reliable ball handling. The idea of pick and rolls between Sarr and Trae Young would be problematic for opposing defenses, as his size and speed make it hard to avoid fouling. If this does end up happening, I would imagine Sarr works with Young to improve his jump shot. With over a block per game in the NBL, Sarr can improve the team's defensive rating as a solid rim protector. Sarr is the best overall center in this draft and has the biggest upside out of anyone in this draft. The Hawks need an athletic big man, and Atlanta could help him develop as a versatile center capable of doing anything. It looks like back-to-back French players will be the first ones to come off the board, with Zachary Reupload going to the Wizards. A strong finisher with the reliable three-point shot, this 6'9" forward is fast on his feet, demonstrating his strong court awareness during the Under-18 FIBA World Cup. Last season for the JL Borg, the 6'9" forward could distribute the ball to teammates with ease. The Wizards could use a facilitator on the wing who can bring the pace on the fast breaks or dish out the ball to players like Jordan Poole. If the transition for Reupload can be even half as effective from European basketball as it was for, say, Giannis or Jokic, the Wizards will be very happy. The Houston Rockets could trade this pick to Brooklyn for a win-now player like Mikal Bridges, but if they do decide to keep the third overall pick, I think it's going to be Reed Sheppard. Even though the Rockets have several guards in Fred VanVleet, Jalen Green, and Dylan Brooks, Ime Udoka could use Sheppard and turn him into a major part of the franchise for years to come. What the team struggled with last season was a field goal percentage coming in 27th, three-point field goal percentage tied for 23rd, and assist percentage which was 29th. Sheppard has an NBA-ready shot, shooting over 52% from three-point range, and is an excellent distributor with 4.5 assists per game with Kentucky. Did I mention he leads the prospects in steals? It might not be the most seamless fit, but Sheppard is the best player available. The Rockets should not overthink this one. The San Antonio Spurs need a sure shot point guard, which is why they should draft fellow Wildcat Rob Dillingham. Last season, the SEC Sixth Man of the Year put up over 15 points a game on 47.5% field goal range and 44.4% three-point range. With a top 2 shot in this draft, he makes it easier to create floor separation for other guys. He can also shoot off ball, meaning he can score more ways than simply off his own dribble. And if teams try to play zone, Dillingham can just pull up from 3 and shoot. If teams opt for a man-on-man defense, he can punish the teams by calling over Wembanyama for a screen and getting the mismatch. Forward Montez Buzelis would be a great addition for the Detroit Pistons. At just 19 years old, the size, shot-making versatility, and defense are quite impressive. Although his three-point capability is questionable, he might be the best in this draft at driving to the net and receiving contact for the and one foul calls. Detroit could implement Buzelis in a role that isn't relied upon to shoot the three balls, but rather one that establishes the fast breaks and finds the open guys. With that said, his jump shot in high school was quite good, so it's just getting the confidence back to try and make his own shot. Averaging 1.7 assists per game and 2.3 blocks per game, Buzelis can contribute on both ends of the ball. To put this into perspective, he has a defensive rating of 117, and Luka Doncic, who leads the NBA in postseason steals, has a defensive rating of 112. The Charlotte Hornets could use several different positional players, but the team has a chance to draft a win-now player while LaMelo is still in his prime. That is why the team should look to add a big man in Donovan Clingan. As a 2-time NCAA champ, Clingan has experience winning on teams with a talented point guard. At 7'2", 280 pounds, it would be hard to push Klingon around the paint. In his final season with UConn, Klingon averaged 13 points, 7 assists, and nearly 64% field goal shooting. Klingon is one of the safest draft selections as teams will draft him purely off efficiency and not of his potential. His style of play is similar to that of all-star Nikola Vucevic, and if Klingon can meet his pre-draft expectations, there's a good chance his career ends up similar to Vucevic. Ron Holland could be such a great two-way player for the Portland Trail Blazers. The upside of Holland's aggressive two-way style of play is attractive to many teams, and I cannot see Holland going past the top 8. Holland was the 2022-23 Gatorade Player of the Year, averaging a double-double and leading Duncanville High School to a 29-1 record. With an excellent mid-range game, Holland can attack the rim with confidence, while also feeling void of pressure into taking those bad shots. The young backcourt of Scoot Henderson and Anthony Simons could use an athletic finisher on the wing who won't shoot you out of games and still be active on the putbacks. The Spurs are back with pick 8, and they would be hard-pressed not to pick Stephon Castle. The reason why Castle wasn't ranked higher is because Castle refused to practice for teams with a pre-established point guard. So teams like Charlotte or Detroit wouldn't want to select a guy who wouldn't be happy coming off the bench. So unless he's willing to change his mind, Castle's stock will fall all the way back to San Antonio, if not more. But the potential for Castle to come in as a point guard and move Dillingham to the shooting guard position is enticing. The Spurs could look to trade away Devin Vassell for a future draft pick, and the team's backcourt could be set for the next 4 years. Castle is an elite perimeter defender with a 6'9" wingspan and experience facilitating an offense with a dominant big man. Dillingham can cover up for Castle's inconsistent shooting, and Castle can cover up for Dillingham's subpar defense. The Steven Adams departure in the offseason left the Memphis Grizzlies vulnerable without a big man, but that's where Kel'el Ware comes into play. At 7 foot, having the former Indiana big man on the Grizzlies would provide excellent opportunities for second chance rebounds and, with 42.5% three-point shooting, opportunities to stretch the floor. This selection would be a dream come true for the Grizzlies fans, as it doesn't take away playing minutes from guys like Desmond Bane or Gigi Jackson, while also improving the team's points per game. It could allow Jaren Jackson Jr. to focus on his strong suit, which is defensive blocks and rebounding, and prevent Ja Morant from needing to drive to the net quite as often. Ware is a double-double machine that could establish a two-way front court many teams would envy. With the 10th pick, I have the Utah Jazz selecting point guard Nikolai Topic. Prior to the partially torn ACL injury Topic sustained back in late January, Topic was unanimous second overall favorite in many mock drafts. Nevertheless, his agent did come out and say that his knee is healing well, and doctors from the States confirmed that his knee is in excellent shape. Topic won't be picked outside of the top 10 because of his 6'7" frame, quick decision making, and a jump shot that's both quick and accurate. There are a lot of uncertainties with the Utah Jazz and whether or not they want to extend Markkanen, but personally, with 2 of the 3 highest paid Jazz players being point guards, trading away Colin Sexton saves quite a bit of salary cap space, and with a spot open in the guard position, Topic can fill in and be a guy dominant with his offensive game. But that will conclude part 1. To see picks 11 to 20, check out the part 2 breakdown, and for 21 to 30, check out the part 3 breakdown. Please comment below which picks you like and any hot takes you may have. Don't forget to like and share this to see more content just like this. Take care and have a great day.